Hi guys, my name is Anne. I am Quantum Heart Living. Thank you so much for joining me. Wow, we continue on this rather huge transformational journey. I'm feeling definitely like we entered a very big portal of light in the past couple of days. I mean, I don't really know how to describe it, but something big is definitely happening. There is huge fluctuations in energy, but what I'm finding is the collective energy is kind of riding in this light portal, this higher timeline, more consistently than it ever has, and that is really, really, really good news. So I'm excited about that. I know there's so many people out there who are feeling this ascension journey. You know, I talk about awakening and ascension. I'm, I guess, a bit of a subject matter expert in that area. I've been through the process for a number of years and experienced so many different aspects of sort of the dark, the light, and definitely dealing with the shadow work. This is not definitely for the faint at heart, the weak. It is something where we have to stand in our own power and believe, and really believe in what is infinitely possible to save, to really bring about a new earth, and to really show our kindness and compassion for everything on this planet. But there are so many people that are doing this. I mean, this doesn't get talked about in the media. We just know we are. We know we've been called to do this. We know we've been called forward and to bring our in-depth feeling forward here. So many are on this journey with me, and it's so hugely exciting. What happens is those who are highly sensitive, those who are really the feeling type of energies, are seeming to be the ones most impacted by this influx of all of this variation in collective energy. There's a lot of density and negativity out there, and fear, and we know that we are perfectly capable of managing our own energy and our own space, and taking in what we want and discarding what we don't want. The beauty of New Earth is energy management. So you are perfectly capable of really understanding what it is that you want, and really focusing your energy on the positive is a huge help here, because our job really is, quite honestly, to be conscious, to really focus on being aware of where our thoughts are going. So it may seem like you're not doing a lot when you're just sort of sitting there being, but when you're being consciously aware, this is 95% of the journey that we're on right now. Now, I want to say, it's hard. Okay, what do I focus on? Well, let's talk about that, because I think it's really important to remember this very basic thing. That is, get out a pad and a paper, write down 5 things. Really think about what it is you do want. There's so many energies focused on the negative and the fear and the anxiety. Write down what it is you do want, without any reservations. If you could have, be, do, or live a life, anything you want, what would it be? So eliminate all of the barriers that come up within you when you go to think about this, and ignore them. Just pretend they don't exist. This process in itself will give you some really big indicators what your belief system structure is. But it's really meant for you to have fun. So keep it, again, at a really, really high level. Areas such as health and romance, abundance, work, anything that you think would be great, write it down. there's so much power in just that process itself, because we have the ability, truly have the ability, to manifest it, to manifest what we do want. So one of the first steps in all of this crazy healing journey is to really make sure that you're focusing on what you do want. Because in order to become that, you have to act that, you have to be that, you have to embody that, your intention has to reflect it, your voice, your words, your thought processes, and your speech all have to have that same energy attached to it. So that's why that part is so very important. Yes, physical symptoms and ill health and being tired and all of those things wrapped into our energy bodies being activated, our light bodies getting downloads, and our energy bodies releasing pent up, stored up energy, which we're trying to unpack and recognize and release. Not fun, shadow work is recognizing the unconscious patterns. So this happens in tandem with that, but that is probably the most important part of the work here, because without the focus on what it is you are aiming for, the universe doesn't know what it's trying to deliver to you. So, that is kind of where you can have fun with the process and really stop focusing. What you pay attention to is what grows. So if you spend too much time focusing on the symptoms, because behind all the symptoms is a root cause, which I just described where those might be coming from, we'll continue to be focused on the symptoms, the lack of feeling well. And that is not necessarily where you want to be. So have fun with it. It is, the weekend coming up. You can write this down. You can change it. You can, how do you want your life to look? Like, really think through this. It's super important. Write something down, somewhere comfortable. Don't make it a tension process. Just put it in a book and then leave it aside and maybe look at it again tomorrow morning and see how you feel about it. And then see what actions you can take to start setting your day with intentions, to start that process of bringing that in to your energy, your frequency, and your vibration. Anyway, I just wanted to keep this kind of very simple and very light, bring it right back to basics here for this weekend. And I really appreciate you guys watching me. Certainly, if anybody needs any help with awakening, with ascension, with guidance, I am an intuitive life coach that uses astrology as part of my understanding of your energy. I am available, and you can find the information below. Thanks again, guys, and we will definitely talk soon. Bye.